The main problem I see here is that President Poroshenko simply is too reliant on his old guard. He's a product of that old boy network, that old system. He also doesn't have the killer instinct, either against his former allies, oligarchs in the party regions. After all, he's one of the founding members of the party regions back in 2000, or against the Russian leadership and separatists. He simply doesn't have that killer instinct that is required that President Putin has vis-à-vis Ukraine and Ukrainians. And many people are not only going to ask about Debaltseve, about the Dunkirk that Ukrainians faced, they're going to ask about why did President Poroshenko sign such a bad agreement? Why agree to an agreement that didn't include an immediate ceasefire, rather than one beginning on Sunday the 15th? Wasn't it obvious that Putin wanted to extract military advantage during those 3 or 4 days? I mean, what is President Poroshenko going to say to the families of those who were killed, civilian and military, between the 12th and the 15th of February? Why was the question of Debaltseve not dealt with during the Minsk II negotiations? Is it part of Ukraine, or is it part of the separatist region? Or is it in the demilitarized zone? Why did Ukraine agree to only resume control of its border with Russia in 2016, permitting Russia, in the meantime, to continue as it has been doing between Minsk I and Minsk II, sending massive amounts of military equipment, either openly across the border or in so-called humanitarian convoys? And why is it only now, after the debacle in Debaltseve, that President Poroshenko is calling for UN peacekeepers? Why didn't he call for those during the Minsk II negotiations? The lack of Ukraine strategy and lack of military strategy is now evident to everybody. It's not just to myself. It's evident to soldiers on the ground and to political and other experts in Kiev.